Frankenskate. Both teams look like they're ready to go. It's a tie. Very close.
And there we go. The jammers are off. Skating towards us as they are. Lava City gets the nod. Right there. Skating on through Volatile. It's your lead jammer for Lava City.
Frankenskate trying to make her way through the pack. She's getting some help from her friend. 6-foot Fetish trying to drive a wedge in the front to get her out of the pack. And a huge hit delivered there by Demoralizer in turn 4 on Frankenskate.
And a no harm, no foul. And then Volatile is right back in the mix. However, recycled to the back of the pack. It's going to be a long, hard road ahead. This is cheering through Lacazzo as we speak.
Toxic Assets pushing. Volatile right out of bounds in turn 1. Nice defense there. 29-15 here. Plenty of time. Do we have points? I think the points are coming.
Points are coming. Unfortunately, due to a request by the skaters, they have to face us this time. They don't want their backs turned to the announcers anymore. That was a misunderstanding in the first bout of the day. No problem.
Looks like Lava City Roller Dolls calling on Screamin' Meanie. And out on the line for the April Assassins, Lucy Skates and Diamonds.
Screamin' Meanie looking at that last line defense. One more block to beat. She is doing everything she can, and she does. The pack is split up, and that's her lead jammer.
Last line of defense, Holland Ass, one of the captains for the Cherry City Derby Girls, playing defense there. Lucy Skates and Diamonds out of the pack now as well, and it looks like Lava City is walled up all in the back.
Screaming Meanie gets in there, calls it off, but Cherry City not messing around. Looking for that fourth whistle.
All right, so unofficially, I'm going to say the score is 5-0 here. It's early. We've got 28 minutes or so. And it sounds like we are having some scoreboard-related issues.
It happens. Whoa. It happens. Sometimes the scoreboard, you know, it can only do so much. Am I right?
You know,
That's when
the scoreboard.
That's when all of the weight of the bout falls solely on the announcers, and unfortunately we're just not up to the task. But I'll tell you who is. The Cowfish Dance Club, they are ready to rock it. That's the after party location, folks. Show up there. They've got dancing. I heard there might be karaoke. You're in for a treat if there is. I'll tell you that right now.
Buck and I are going to karaoke dance. It's going to be karaoke dance-off right up inside the Cowfish Dance Club. I'm stoked.
That's right. You're not going to know which one of us is Kenny Rogers and which one of us is Dolly Parton. It's going to be fantastic. The local law enforcement has already been alerted, of course.
We also want to thank everyone at the Lane Event Center for hosting the Big O tournament. Apparently, the Lane Event Center is going to be our host all weekend long.
That's right. This is an awesome facility. This is the first time I've ever been here. I love it to death. Plenty of room, massive beer garden like that.
Cut the scoreboard out here.
I think even in Washington,
his computer's not responsive. Oh, shit.
You might be onto something.
I taped it onto that.
Might just. Looks like we're ironing up all of the issues we had. What you see is correct now on the scoreboard, folks. We're ready to go.
All right, so we got that first whistle. Looks like 6-foot Fetish on the line for the Cherry City Derby Girls. She has 3 to get through as she works her way around the track, and I believe
Anya has still having a hard time right there at the back. Just a wall of black. Nothing giving away there.
And 6-foot Fetish grabbing lead jammer for the Cherry City Derby Girls. Last line of defense out there right now, Holland Ass, Toxic Assets, and Necessary Roughness against Anya As, who makes her way out of the pack. But
Nightmare in there just blasting blockers away, trying to do whatever she can to open up a hole for her jammer, but Lava City still got to gets those points on board. We'll see what happens here as Cherry City decides that's not enough. It's 2-on-2. Excellent second effort there.
She got a burst on at the end, so I believe that's 2-7 in my unofficial announcer math stuff. The Red Lion Hotel is hosting Saturday night's karaoke after party. So don't forget to be there for that.
I never would. Not when karaoke's at stake. The jammers are off. Both of them taking a wide stance. High road and low road respectively.
It's number 52, Frankenskate, once again on the line for Cherry City's 8-wheel Assassins.
Nightmare, who was just in there blowing blockers away from defense. Now when they're on offense for Lava City. Apparently no rest for the weary on the Lava City bench. She attempts to get through the back of a big hit.
And Frankenskate swept out of bounds as Nightmare grabs the lead jammer for the Lava City Roller Dolls. And right now the 8-wheel Assassins all walled up and back for Cherry City.
Nightmare still skating away. Back. Slowing down to a medium pace as they enter turn 1. They're getting the back of the net, call it off on the outside. 1 point score.
And that was J9 Flossie with the great defensive hit in turn 2. As we get back to the action, we're going to have number 67. It's Lucy Skates and Diamonds on the line for the 8-wheel Assassins.
I think that's Cutthroat Callie on the line for the girls in yellow.
Lava City all in front with that 4-wall. So far it's been pretty clean, not a lot of penalties, which means that the action stays right where it belongs on the track. Lucy Skates and Diamonds has to work through 2. She takes a few hits there on that 3-wall.
Volatile, taking care of business there on the inside line, just knocking them around. Meanwhile, heading out for a big cut in the track. That's Cutthroat Callie, and that's bad news for Lava City.
Cutthroat Callie to the box, which means Lucy Skates and Diamonds on the power jam. If you're a fan of the Cherry City Derby Girls, it's time to make some noise!
They're out there, amazing. Big 5-point pass on the board as the pack resets. Getting ready to accept the jammer.
Playing a little passive offense out there right now. Lucy Skates and Diamonds trying to work through that 3-wall, and it is a lot of work, but she gets through for 5 in the sky. Cherry City Derby Girls, and that's a lead change, Buck. We've got 8-12.
Nice. Here we go. Dirty Joe spinning around, looking to put the shoulder into business, and nothing doing though. That's going to be 5 more points on the board. And that's all she wrote for this jam.
15-point jam for Lucy's Skates and Diamonds. Don't forget to stop by the Magic Mineral Makeup booth. We also want to remind everyone about Mama Pickle Crafts. Mama Pickle's stained glass skates and roller skate jewelry is available for purchase here today. Check out Mama Pickle's booth.
That's my mom. Not the head rep.
All right, as we get back to the action, it's number 52, Frankenskate, trying to work against that 3-wall or wall, but either way.
Whatever numbers, they're strange and bewildering to me.
She gets by for lead jammer for the Cherry City Derby Girls. And Cutthroat Callie trying to make her way out there now as well as we're back to even strength, Buck.
There you go. That's what I like to see. 2 jammers on the flat track. Looks like we got a little bit of a roll of yellow there. Just a tight pack. And Frankenskate decides she's going to go ahead and call it off.
Looks like we got points for both teams here with the score update in a second. But we do want to tell everyone about BodyWise Physical Therapy. BodyWise is empowering clients through education, Pilates-based training, and hands-on treatment. Stop by their booth today and become BodyWise.
I like the sound of that.
All right, for the first time this afternoon, we've got number 2, Dirty Martinez, on the line for the Cherry City Derby Girls, and
On your ass, your lead jammer for Lava City.
Looks like Dirty Martinez got recycled to the back of that pack, and Anya threw for a 5-point pass. Even up, that's tough to do, Buck.
That's big time. That's a lot of points on the board. And yeah, you think it looks easy. Well, it's not. I'm here to tell you, right?
Right now we've got a pack advantage working for the Eight-Wheel Assassins. Anya trying to make her way back through, and it looks like she picked up 2. So that's going to take us to a score of Lava City 18, Cherry City 20, with 21:37 remaining in the first half this evening.
That was crazy fast. We'll see what happens this time. Get a little dizzy. Don't worry about it.
As we get back to the action, one of the captains for the Eight-Wheel Assassins is 6-Foot Fetish. She's on the line right now. She has to get through Cutthroat Alley, and she's deposited on her backside in turn 2.
Meanwhile, Nightmare is looking to break through the middle of the pack, and she does. Right through the front of your lead jammer in yellow. Nightmare.
Both jammers out there now, and it looks like still pack advantage for the Cherry City Derby Girls as it's 4-on-3. And that box is starting to open up a little bit and come back into play.
Exactly, that's what we like to see. 5-on-5 at all times. A lot of hits going on in the back here. Resetting. Nightmare calling it off just as she enters the pack.
And no respect playing that tough defense at the end of the jams to deny points. Looks like our scores unchanged. 18 Lava City, 20 Cherry City with 20-20 in the first half. And hey, how about a few words from our sponsors, Bob?
Absolutely. I'll tell you who one of my favorite sponsors is. It's the NS Hobos. That's right. Many of our bouts are staffed by the NS Hobos at this event, and we are an organization that strives to help empower, enable, and educate officials to grow and gain experience in roller derby. Please see our table for our special event shirts for the Big O. I'm telling you, in the Pacific Northwest, there is a ton of derby. They need all the help they can get. All these officials putting in hundreds of billions of hours every week to make these bouts happen.
There was actually a bout about 2 weeks ago for the Northwest Derby Company, and they had to cancel the bout because they didn't have enough officials to run the event.
They would love to have you people joining up. If you want to be literally in the middle of the action, you could do it. You love to skate, point at people and yell, you could be an official. Do you have a giant brain and enjoy wearing pink? You could be a non-skating official. Everything is for you.
We also want to remind everyone about Emerald City Skates. For all your gear goods and glam, check out Emerald City Skates. We have it all. Skates, protective gear, alternative clothing and accessories. Check out our brick and mortar store located at 23 East 11th in downtown Eugene, Oregon.
Looks to me like the sun has broken through the clouds today. It looks like a beautiful day for roller derby.
All right, so it sounds like we had a challenge from Lava City's coaching staff on an out-of-bounds call, and the call will stand. So official review there, Buck.
I think that may have been what we saw right at the end there. I was trying to figure out. I guess we did have a skate out of bounds there, which of course has set up our power jam as we're witnessing right now.
On the line for the Cherry City Derby Girls, number 52 is Frankenskate. And she got a little help there for number 69, Toxic Assets. She continues to burn and churn, and she gets off her lead jammer. And only 2 points between the two team bucks.
Lava City resetting slightly here. It's two lockers up front. They're doing a heck of a job. They're being severely outnumbered, but they can only do so much. Frankenskate goes on through 5 more points.
She comes in again, she's up against that 2-wall, little fancy footwork, but she gets recycled to the back of the pack and resets. That was like a takedown WWF style there in turn 1.
That's right. Jucalo doing whatever she can do to slow down that jammer as the points are thrown up onto this board here. Almost powerless to do anything about it. There's a big booty block though right up there at the beginning of turn 1.
10 points so far in the jam, and sky, 8-wheel assassins.
Number 79, Nightmare back in play and through that pack. Really gonna get a hold of some of those points for herself. As Lava City is wanting to tighten up this score.
Frankenstein gets through for 4. And I think unofficially 19 points. 19 points on the jam for Frankenstein and the Cherry City Derby Girls. And goes to 18, Lava City, 40, Cherry City with 18:45 in the first half. But
not too shabby. Some excellent jams going on right here. We're seeing both teams throwing down some pretty hard hits there in the pack. Lava City trying to keep their skaters on the flat track though, where they need them and in that pack.
definitely some penalties going on right now. It looks like pack advantage currently favoring Lava City. And the front of that pack is 6-Foot Fetish and Ms. Pummeler as they try to play some tough-nosed defense against Volatile from Lava City, but she gets out for lead jammer.
That's right, that's what she does, man. So that's her lead jammer skating away. Meanwhile, in the middle of the pack there, turning around to make a block and nothing doing. Number 67 breaks on to the other side.
Lucy Skates and Diamonds making her way out. She's going to be able to pick up points on the next pass, and it looks like we've got a back block major, and that'll set up Lucy Skates and Diamonds on the power jam.
Lava City there with a full complement of blockers. Looks like a little bit of an uphill battle. There's 2 more to beat here. The pack is starting a little strung out. And there you have it, they've got to let it go. Lucy is out. 5 more points.
She gets through for the 5, and it looks like once again that passive offense on the outside. She's up against the last 2 blockers. I believe it's Scream and Nene anchoring the front of that pack, and a big hit delivered there in turn 4. And she's by, and I believe that's another 5 big points, Buck.
That's right, 5 big points, but even more damaging to Lava is a blocker in the penalty box. Juice Newcomb is going to have to sit down for a little bit.
Lucy Skates and Diamonds through for 15 so far on the jam, and she's got all her blockers out there to help. Let's see if they go passive or get super aggressive, or maybe passive aggressive.
Oh, I love passive aggressive. My last Dungeons and Dragons character was passive. No, that was lawful neutral. Sorry, that's mixed up.
All right, so Lucy Skates and Diamonds trying to call off the jam. She may not have been the jammer there, but she got through for another 5-point pass for number 67 and the Evil Assassin's Bar.
There you go. 3 points right at the end there, it looked like. Excellent second effort there for Lava City. Sprung from the penalty box.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of hungry. Let's talk about food sponsors. We'd like to thank these local sponsors for feeding the officials and the media staff. That's us too. All right, the Noodle Company, Amy and Brian's Coconut Water, Serato Soy Foods, Nancy's Creamery, Trader Joe's, Carmen's Chips, Salsa de Queso, Eugene Kettle Corn, Ron's Island Grill, organically grown, the Cornbread Cafe, Hot Mama Wings, and the Daily Bagel Buck.
Yes. A bagel a day. I'm going to not finish the rest of that comment. Folks, we've got some crazy derby going on here. Lava City's got a little bit of a road to take. A little bit of a tough road, but I think they can do it. They're huddled up now, getting ready to give us maybe a derby chant. We'll see what goes on here. Either way, I'm excited. I think we still have a little more derby to go today, too, even after this bout's over. Stick around. Going all the way, starting the last bout at 8:45 tonight. It's going to be Wasatch versus Sacred on track 1.
I heard they're okay. Like they're solid, you know?
Yeah.
They're passing. Number 20 and 27, I think, in the WNTDA. All right, back to the action. Looks like number 2, Dirty Martinez grabbing the jammer for the Indian Assassins.
Cutthroat Callie, your jammer, still trying to get by that rear wall of defense. She does break through because her scoring pass.
Both jammers making their way out. It looks like the Eagle Assassins opting to take the back as they have a 4-wall that they're setting up. Pack advantage for Cherry City right now.
That's right, we've been seeing this most of the bout now. Cherry City taking full advantage. So now they decide to call it off. Looks like another great effort by Cutthroat Callie. 3 points right at the end of that jam.
Even up. All right, once again, taking the cap for Cherry City is one of their captains, 6-foot Fetish. She is out there against Screamin' Meanie for the Lava City Roller Dolls. And it looks like 4-on-2 in the pack, so look for some pushing and shoving out there, Buck.
Always do. Here we go. Jam has started. Both jammers running into just a pick and roll on the fence there for both teams. Screamin' Meanie though. Definitely well in front of that pack is split. I think gotta let her go. That's your lead jammer.
6-foot Fetish down on a couple knees there. She's trying to get through. She has one to beat, and she makes a nice juke to get through on the inside. But Screamin' Meanie back in the pack. She's got to get through the last line of defense, which is more respect, and she is by for 4 points.
Nicely done, Screamin' Meanie. That's the way they're going to do it. They're going to try and chip away at this score here, folks. They've got plenty of time. Still about 14 and a half minutes left to go in this first period.
Looks like back on the track, number 67 is Lucy Skates and Diamonds for Cherry City, and she is side by side with number 1, Anya Az.
Last minute addition to the line there for Cherry City. We'll see what they make of it. My goodness, Anya Az though, right in and out of that pack. That's her lead jammer for Lava City.
Lucy Skates and Diamonds driven out of bounds. I think that was demoralizer with a hit. And possibly a cutting the track major. It is a cutting the track major. She's going to go to the box for a minute, which means Anya Az is on the power jam.
Anya Az surprisingly at the front of the pack there. Anya front, maybe. Anya Az right in and out of that pack again. That's big. 5 points on the board for Lava City, and they continue to tighten up this score.
I see what you did there, Buck. Okay, so we got a 4-wall out there for the Aerial Assassins, and that was Dirty Martinez with a big hit on Anya Az. And it looks like it's almost a bridge too far.
Yes. Very nice. No harm, no foul, no problem. Still good for 4 points, though. Anya Az skates around. She's right back in the back of this pack. Fast than I can even announce it. Trying to battle her way through. Got another bridge going for Cherry City, but not that time. It's going to be big 5 points right now for Lava City.
4-wall out there for the Aerial Assassins as they try to put the tight down here on Anya Az. And a big hit there by Necessary Roughness. And now Dirty Martinez laying the wood to Anya Az. They went beast mode on her in the front there.
I love beast mode. I don't see enough beast mode anymore. Tell you what I also don't see enough of, bling. I'm talking about Steel Web Jewelry. We welcome Steel Web for fine made jewelry. Please stop by that booth today and get yourself some bling.
Our score, Lava City 50, Cherry City 63 with 12:08 remaining in the first half. On the line for the Aerial Assassins is number 52, Frankenskate.
Recycled to the back of the pack right off the line.
Some big hits being delivered on both sides. Frankenskate almost out. Down to one knee, she jumps back up. And out first was Volatile, one of the captains for Lava City. Both jammers are side by side.
That's right, look at this pack. Starting to take off. Skating away from these jammers. This is a quick pack. Trying to catch up.
And the front is all Indigo. And it looks like no points. That is the most effort I've seen from most no points all weekend so far.
Exactly, man. I'm out of breath actually just watching that.
I feel like both teams are in it to win it, Buck. I'm just going to go there.
I think you're right. We might just have something there. Both these teams not giving anything up. And that's what we see here. The score, very tight run game. About 10 minutes left to go.
Back on the line for the Aerial Assassins, number 2, Dirty Martinez. She's trying to grind her way there in the back. And a huge hit delivered by Ms. Pummeler on Cutthroat Cali, the Lava City jammer.
Cutthroat Cali though, right back up and at him. But who do we see at the front? Cherry City.
Jake Martinez grabbing that lead jammer spot. 6-foot fetish, last line of defense. Cutthroat Cali out of the pack now as well. Now it's a race.
A speed race. We'd love to see around the track in 80 days. Calling it off right at the end. Cherry City.
3-point differential on that jam. So both teams doing a little bit of the point differential management, yeah. So as we get back to the action, number 67, Lucy Skates and Diamonds out there for Cherry City, and she is opposed by number 1, Anya Az.
Not a lot of action going on in the penalty box right now. Just one skater holding down the line there. See a pack though. This is a tight run pack. It just now is breaking up a little bit. Neither jammer's having any luck.
And one blocker left to beat. She gets through. Anya Az out of the pack and lead jammer for Lava City. Lucy Skates and Diamonds has to get by Demoralizer. She does. And now is near the front of the pack. Some huge hits being delivered right in the middle of the pack.
That's right, Slayer right up there in front. Not afraid to drop a shoulder there. Doing everything it takes. I'm going to see it again. One little block to beat.
Anya Az is through. And that's 5 points on the pass. Sometimes the hand position makes it tricky.
The magic thumb. We love referees for their thumbs, mostly.
All right, Amy and Brian's Coconut Water. Amy and Brian's Coconut Water donated the hydration for our athletes this weekend, so a big thank you to Amy and Brian's Coconut Water. We also want to remind everyone about the Steel Web. We welcome the Steel Web for fine-made jewelry. Please stop by their booth today. All right, looks like there's some questions about the time, so we're reviewing that. The clock's definitely important. We want to make sure we get that right. When we get back to the action, the candy corn tops are Lava City, they're at 55, and the black tops are Cherry City, they're at 66. And it's been a heck of a barn burner so far, Buck.
That's right, it has actually. One thing that's caught my eye out here is 6-foot fetish. Wearing pants. I'd love to see my Derby girls wearing pants. That's fantastic.
Pantalones. Looks like she is out there on the line right now. 6.0, 6-foot fetish, and she is side by side with Screamin' Needy, who's been laying hits and breaking hearts with the jammer star tonight.
Seems we know to do that. Both jammers having a little bit of a hard time, and Screamin' Needy gets the nod. That's her lead jammer for the Girls in Yellow.
Still trying to negotiate that pack. Is 6-foot fetish. She has one to beat. Last line in the fence. She is out now as well.
Tree Throtter just running her down there until the pack is absolutely split to its furthest point.
Some defense out there from Toxic Assets on Screaming Meanie. A little chest to chest. Talk it out.
Cheek to cheek, as it were. Romance. Always on the flat track, isn't it?
Taking it to the Gaga. All right, we've got number 52, Frank skate up.
She's going to be against Cutthroat Cali for the Girls in Yellow.
It looks like the front wall is Cherry City, Lava City all in the back. Pack advantage right now favoring Lava. And somehow Frankenskate finds a hole and shoots through it for a lead jammer. 4-on-2 in the pack, that's pretty impressive.
That it is. Cutthroat Cali having a little bit of a harder time, but she does make it through. Just going past now as she skates away.
Frankenskate coming a little hot. She gets driven into the middle. She's still trying to make it through, and looks like she called it off. 3 points. All right, so 59-69 with 7:15 left in the first half.
It was a lot of numbers, man. You're blowing my mind right now, all right? Slow down, Professor. That's Volatile on the jam line for the girls in yellow.
And that is number 67, Lucy Skates and Diamonds, one of the former captains of our Boneyard Brawler team. She finds a control on the outside and Screaming Meanie laying out to make the hit. Talk about heart, Buck.
Yeah, the diving block, my goodness. It's going to be all up to the skater coming through Volatile right now. She gets the lead, pulls it off just in time. Wow. Now that was some amazing defense all around for Lava City.
I make some of my best diving blocks when I'm asleep. It looks like number 2, Dirty Martinez, on the line for the Will Assassins, and she is side by side with
Anyaz.
We've only got one skater in the box. That seems unfair. Pack advantage right now favoring Cherry City.
There's strategy going on there in the back of the pack. Seems to be fairly effective there for Lava City. As Anyaz shows up with the nod in the front of the pack and skates away.
Dirty Martinez out of the pack now as well, and the race is on. It looks like Cherry City 3-wall in back, Lava City 3-wall in front.
Slamming to the back of that pack, she's right through, calls it off. That's about as pretty as it gets, folks. 4 points on the board, Lava City.
Stealth technology. 63 Lava City, 69 Cherry City with 5:17 left in the first half. Could this be any closer?
I don't think it's possible. I don't think mathematically it could be possible to be any closer than it is right now.
Right now we're in the star for Cherry City. Number 52 is Frankenstein. A little bit of a slow start here as there's some huge hits being delivered in the pack.
That's Volatile for the girls in yellow. She's trying to get through, get a little bit stymied at the back of that pack though.
It's some big hits right there. Toxic Assets with a sweep out of Volatile. And that provided an opportunity for Frankenstein to get lead jammer for Cherry City.
Volatile at it again, finds a wide open over the inside. She begins her scoring pass right now.
Frankenstein right in the front of that pack. She has 2 to beat, and she is getting the business from Demoralizer. I think she was also named appropriately, but
I think you're right. I'm disheartened and demoralized right now, just having watched that.
it was dastardly. Number 2 is Dirty Martinez, and she's out there against Screamin' Meanie for Lava City. Candy corn tops are Lava, black tops are Cherry City, and there's only 10 points between the two teams. They've been within about 10 to 12 points pretty much this whole half.
That's right, neither of these teams is going to let the other one get that far ahead. Screamin' Meanie got an excellent jump out there, speaking of getting far ahead, but she's recycled right to the back of the pack. And then right to the front again, Screamin' Meanie, ladies and gentlemen.
That was Armored Rose with a big hit right off the line on Screamin' Meanie. Still trying to get through is Cherry City's jammer. That's number 2, Dirty Martinez.
Lava City's showing some excellent defense and offense. Screamin' Meanie makes contact with the back, gets some big shoulder checks, but she still tries to make her way through all those skates.
She did a good job of rolling with the hits as she picks up 5 in the sky for Team Candy Corn.
Big mishmash there on turn 4. And a big shoulder check that actually knocks Screamin' Meanie directly inside. And that's going to be good for 5 more points for Lava.
That was probably one of the biggest hits of the night on the same team. That was Armored Rose taking out Miss Pumler.
Having just been tied, that is now a lead change. Lava City coming up on top now here with just about 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period.
Looks like 73 Cherry City, 77 Lava, 2:20 left in this half. That's right, the first half. There will be more craziness right after a short break, about 15 minutes in the middle.
Probably, yeah. And then we're going to do a whole nother half. Looks like Cutthroat Callie on the jam line for the girls in yellow.
that's number 67, Lucy Skates and Diamonds. She's out there against the last line of defense, Demoralizer, who puts her right out of bounds in turn 1. And that's a really stretchy path. Okay, she's out. She's lead jammer for Cherry City.
You are a prophet, sir. HP Chefcraft. Consulting with the old ones to see what's going on the flat track at all times. Cutthroat Cali with a big hit. Ends up the outside of the pack and is recycled about midway through the back of the pack, but still tries to fight her way through and is at the front now.
She is going to the box for 1 minute on elbow major. And that means that Lucy Skates and Diamonds and the Cherry City Derby Girls are on the power jam. And it's also a change.
Okay, I missed that. Here we go. Cherry City back up on top. Looking to bring home this first half.
10 points so far on the jam as Lucy looks to extend it. And she's driven out of bounds in turn 3 by Demoralizer.
The Demoralizer bunny. She keeps going and going. Back resetting here, getting ready to accept the jammer, and there's just a wall of yellow.
Lucy trying to make her way through the last line of defense. She's got one to beat, and she...
Big hit there. A little bit of confusion going on the turn, but end result is Lucy skates on through.
And she picked up another 5 points there on the pass. It was a little iffy, but she got by. So that brings her score to 77 Lava City, 88 Cherry City. If you have a beverage, now is the time to drink.
Yeah. Thank you, audience, for responding to us. We kind of were hoping that none of you could hear us, actually. All right, well, yeah, a couple sawbucks goes a long way.
Or looks like we might have a timeout going on. Hey, timeouts are a good time to talk about sponsors. The Cornbread Cafe brings Southern style to Eugene, the home of 100% vegan comfort food. Vegan cornbread.
I'm all about vegan comfort. I've always said that.
And also Hot Mama's Wings, some of your favorite wings, Buck, I know. Hot Mama's Wings proudly support the Emerald City Roller Girls and all the Big O participants.
And of course, the Daily Bagel. Don't forget the Bagel a Day. The Daily Bagel restaurant has been supporting athletes from our local community and partnered with ECRG to help feed the tournament officials and those of us announcers who sneak into the officials' green room and steal their food.
So sometimes we're a little bit behind the times here. We just realized we're at halftime. So Buck and I are now on halftime break. It's 11 points between the two teams. 15 minutes, we'll be right back here, and we're going to have some more hot track action. Number 52 is Frank Skate.
Cutthroat Cali looks on from the penalty box. We start in power jam mode.
Frank Skate churning away. She has to get past the last line of defense. It does for lead jammer Cherry City.
Cutthroat Cali, though, makes contact with the pack and busts on through. We get her own scoring pass.
She busts on through the other side, but Frankenskate takes a hit on the inside of the track and then gets hit back. And a little tight.
Cutthroat Cali looking for the fourth whistle.
We've been told the board is working. We'll see here in a second. 29:36. Yes, the board's working, ladies and gentlemen. This is super exciting. 77 Lava City, 91 Cherry City, 29-25 remaining in the bout.
Nice. That's what I like to see. Techno Wizards doing what they do best.
Number 67, Lucy Skates and Diamonds with one to beat. As she pushes that pack out and grabs lead jammer for Cherry City, Buck.
Anya has me while getting knocked around in the back of the pack, but now making her way through to the front again. Still trying to get through those same two skaters that have been rotating all the way through the back along with her.
It's Miss Pebble and Toxic Assets. They are teammates on one of our home teams, and Armored Rowers taking care of business.
I can't believe that. Take care of business in front of
Assets as Amias gets out, and Lucy Skates and Diamonds get a little help from Holland Ass as she gets back into that back. And that's 7 points total on the jam for Lucy Skates and Diamonds.
Nice work. Neither of these teams affected by the extended halftime, it would appear. Coming back, raring to go.
77 Lava City, 98 Cherry City, 27:50 remaining in this one.
Screaming meanie on the jam line for the girls in yellow.
And back on the line for the Real Assassins, number 52 is Skate.
Both teams throwing up their best defense here. Big walls. Hard to beat. Screaming meanie though, right up front, trying to find that outside line. Instead, get a big shoulder check instead, but she does. Make it through the middle, that's your lead jammer.
No respect, 6-foot fetish and Flossie really hustling to play defense there. And a whip assist from 6-foot fetish, and it's Frankenskate right out of the front of the pack.
Back speeding up fairly quickly now as Screaming Meanie enters and goes right on through, just about untouched, and calls it off with a big 4-point pass.
81-98 by my announcing math. And it looks like we have number 69, that's Toxic Assets, for the first time this evening on the line for Cherry City.
Nice. She's going up against an old favorite, Cutthroat Callie. She's been doing double duty this entire bout. Defense, offense, everywhere.
It's a really inviting name, Cutthroat Callie. There's our whistle, and both jammers off. It looks like a little bit of a slow start here as some big hits being delivered by both teams. Last line of defense is hauling ass and through. For lead jammer is Cutthroat Callie.
Stymied somewhat at the back of the pack, but now making her way through the front. There we go. Number 69, Toxic. And she does make it through cleanly. There we go. She's beginning her scoring pass, but no. Cutthroat Callie says, I'm going to call it on off. 4 points on the board.
Armored Rose with a huge hit out on the track. She's had a couple of those this evening. 85 Lava City, 98 Cherry City, 13 points here, 25-50. It's been back and forth, forth and back, Buck.
I don't think I can even say that. Well spoken.
As we get back to the action, number 67 is Lucy Skates and Diamonds for Cherry City.
She's going against Anya Az, who both jammers making big contact back to back. Anya Az trying to go on the outside line, but some big hits. Keep from doing that. Instead, she goes to the inside, and that's her lead jammer for Lava City.
Lucy Skates and Diamonds using number 2, Dirty Martinez, as a wedge. She tries to make her way out of the pack. And she grinds her way through.
Grind is right. Lava City not messing around in the front of the pack there. Anya Az not messing around on offense, though. She's looking to get by that last line defense, just slips through and calls it off with a 4-point pass.
All right, so we've got 98 Cherry City, 89 Lava City with 24-50. Chipping away are the Lava City Roller Dolls. And on the line for the Real Assassins is number 52. It's Frankenskate.
She'll be going up against Screamin' Meanie.
All walled up in front are the Cherry City Derby Girls. Looks like we're even in the pack, 3-on-3. Huge hit delivered there by Ms. Pummeler. It's like she's done that before. On the Rosemary hit as well. Screamin' Meanie showing off some really good upper body strength as she powers through that pack.
That's what she does. Meanwhile, Frankenskate looks like we had a little cut in the pack, though. That's going to send her to the box. That's bad news for the girls in black.
Screaming, powering through the last line of defense for a 5-point pass, Lava City.
Here we go. Chipping away, inch by inch, row by row, blocker by blocker. Screamin' Meanie through the pack. 5 more points on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lead change.
1 point, so if you've got your beverage, definitely take a drink. It looks like right now, Screaming Meanie out there against Toxic Assets. Toxic with the ride-out block, forcing her to recycle, and then cutting the track. Major forced by Toxic Assets, which may create a power jam.
There we go. Excellent blocking there. Some defensive work. Forcing the issue, as it were. Just as the ray of sunshine was ready to come down for Lava City, Cherry City now sends out Frankenskate to get some points for themselves.
If you are a fan of the Cherry City Derby Girls, it's time to make some noise!
Frankenskate having a heck of a time there. Got some excellent blocking in front by Lava City. Finally, the pack is split up enough that you gotta let her go.
That's her initial pass. She's making her way around the outside. She has to get through a 3-wall and a very passive offense on display for Cherry City right now as Frankenskate tries to push that last line. Huge hit delivered by Ms. Pummeler on Screamin' Meanie. Defense first, I think, is Ms. Pummeler's anthem.
That's right. Shoot a lot of time off the clock, though. In fact, so much time. Screamin' Meanies right back in and out.
All right, so we've got some points being tallied up. Ladies and gentlemen, 103, and we call that in announcer land a tie.
It's like the same score, but twice. I'm no scientist, though, so don't quote me on that.
All right, on the line for the Will Assassins is number 67. That is Lucy Skates and Diamonds.
Cutthroat Callie opposing her. Both those jammers over the outside line are finding nothing there.
Wall of black near the front. Both teams playing very good team defense right now. And out first is Cutthroat Callie as she gets the jammer.
Lucy still trying to battle her way there. Big shoulder check there, though, by Double Deluxe. Gonna send her right to the out of bounds, almost into the penalty box.
And actually, Lucy Skates and Diamonds knocked right into one of our referees, so it was a huge hit followed by a zebra hit by John Foul John, who's a punishing blocker on the outside for the strike team.
Who could it be in front? It's Cutthroat Callie. Big pass there. 5 more points on the board for Lava City.
Lucy Skates and Diamonds trying to get out of the pack. She has one to beat, and she is out.
Condensing now on turn 4, awaiting the jammer. Cutthroat Callie. She makes contact and is now trying to battle her way through. Look at the outside line, pulling it off, but not before scoring 3 more points.
Good hustle there by Lucy Skates and Diamonds, picking up 1. So that brings our score 104, Cherry City 111, Lava City 2038.
There's all kinds of time.
Looks like we had a team timeout.
Oh, well, there you go.
Which is a great time to talk about BodyWise Physical Therapy. BodyWise is empowering clients through education, Pilates-based training, and hands-on treatments. Stop by their booth today and become BodyWise.
Awesome. Smart bodies. That's what we're all about. I think they were under the orange tent over there.
Yep.
I saw massages being handed out. Awesome.
So this one's back and forth. The last lead change should have been a drink, so if you're behind at home, catch up now. Go ahead and get that beverage. 7 points between the two teams. I don't think it's been bigger than about 20.
That's right, yeah. It's always been within striking distance of whoever is not in the lead.
6 Foot Fetish on the line for the Cherry City Derby Girls. One of our team captains.
Looks like Anya Az taking her turn on the line for the girls in yellow. Anya Az looking for that open hole.
And it's Toxic Assets, Arnold Rose, and Ms. Pummeler trying to put the hits on. But getting out first is Anya Az, as 6 Foot Fetish still trying to get through that last 2-wall. And they say let her go, and they do.
Anya Az now making contact with the pack. Big contact. She's going to go ahead and call it off before any points can be scored by either team.
That was Miss Pummeler with a huge punishing hit, putting her right in the middle of the track.
Screamin' Meanie on that jam line again for Lava City.
And it's number 52, Frankenskate out there for Cherry City. Black tops, if you're joining us late, are Cherry City. Candy corn tops are Lava City.
And they're off. Seeing some amazing blocking right off the line here for both of these teams. Cherry's having a heck of a time with this. She's
skate got recycled. She's got to get through that 2-wall in the back. And a hit delivered by Ms. Pummeler. Ms. Pummeler has delivered a number of big hits this evening. Another one right there. We're going to change it from hit to pummel.
It's always Pummeler. Straight and meaty in the front of the pack, calling it off. 4 points on the board, Lava City.
All right, looks like a little pre-jam start there. Running into Toxic Assets, going to the box for 1 minute. Apparently you cannot collide below the knee at high speed before the jam starts. 104 Cherry City, 115 Lava City with 18:50 remaining in this one. And on the line is number 67, that's Lucy Skates and Diamonds.
Looks like Cutthroat Callie there opposed to her.
Pushing that pack out is Lucy Skates and Diamonds. She is out for lead jammer Cherry City. Cutthroat Callie still stuck in there with Toxic Assets and 6-foot Fetish playing some tough hammer and nail defense in turn 4.
That's right, we've seen some amazing hits there. Almost tried for a jammer on jammer hit, but Cutthroat Callie thought better of it. Instead, look, they're trying to get out that outside line and 6-foot Fetish.
And that looked like a high block there as Lucy Skates and Diamonds takes a right hook to the face. She keeps skating and she picks up 5. If you don't think this is a tough sport, try taking a shot to the face and then keep it on skating, Buck.
That would have no doubt killed me, I'm sure.
Still playing a very tough team defense out there in Cutthroat Callie as Lucy Skates and Diamonds through for another 4 points pass. 9 points so far on the jam for Lucy Skates and Diamonds.
Pack resetting, waiting for the jammers who are rocketing in and out of this. My goodness, that was as quick as it happens.
And I believe that was a 4 or 5 point pass. I didn't catch it, but Toxic Assets with a great ride-out block to prevent any points from being picked up. And that brings the score to 115 Lava City, 118 Cherry City. Time once again to take a drink.
Onyaz on the jam line.
And it's number 52, Frankenskate, out there for Cherry City.
Frankenskate finding the wide open on the outside, taking full advantage of it. That's your lead jammer for the girls in black.
And it's Dirty Martinez playing tough defense in the back of that pack. Some huge hits being delivered. And now Holidays is the last line of defense and a nice shoulder hit. Frankenskate back in the pack, trying to make her way through. She's got some help from her friends there on the outside as they steal the arch and open up a 4-point pass. Great team offense right there, Buck.
Wow, better believe it. This is amazing derby we're seeing right here. They are bouting. I hate to say this and jinx it, but they are bouting like there's a minute left to play. There is still all kinds of time left to play, but the intensity we're seeing on the track is amazing right now. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, who's having fun watching some derby this afternoon? And now word from our sponsor. Emerald City Skates. For all your gear goods and glam, check out Emerald City Skates. We have it all. Skates, protective gear, alternative clothing and accessories. Check out our brick and mortar store located at 23 East 11th in downtown Eugene, Oregon. On the line for Cherry City is number 6.0. That is 6-foot Fetish. And she's side by side with Lava City's Screaming Meaty.
Looks like a little derby huddle going on there in front of the jammers. A scrum, as it were.
How about the team defense for both sides? Punishing hits being delivered all night long.
Just watching them might do what hurts.
As Toxic Assets with the ride-out block, she marks where she is. 6-foot Fetish trying to get by. And she gets a couple love taps there. She tries to work her way past the last line of defense.
It's disabled her, holding down that inside line for Lava City. Meanwhile, Screaming Mina trying to get through. I think she picks up the cut in the track, though. It's going to send her to the penalty box and throw her wide open here for 6-foot Fetish.
6-foot Fetish getting ridden out in a tough hammer and nail right near the front. It looks like she took an elbow and possibly part of a hand clear up her nostril. And she's going to go to the box for a minute to think about it.
That's right, yeah. Let's always blame the victim, of course. Sent to the penalty box, but that's how quickly it turns here. Screaming going to be let loose for time served. And the pack is showing an interesting formation here as they now condense again and get ready to accept the jammer.
Good use of bridging there to try to make some space, and some big hits being delivered by Armored Rose. Ms. Pummeler side by side, and that is forcing a cut measure by Ms. Pummeler. A great place of defensive blocking right there by number 007.
That was fantastic. That was the golden block.
Driven out of bounds is 6-foot fetish. She hits back in, powers through, shoulder down, not the lead jammer, but she is out of the pack buck. And right now, the Cherry City Derby girls are on the power jam.
6-foot fetish taking full advantage of this. The pack coming to a standstill. And she gets knocked around like a little pinball game, and then it's right back through and scoring those points. And that is the end of the craziest jam that ever there was.
5-point pass, points sorely needed. Both teams playing tough-nosed and a little conservative here. It might open up as we get down to the wire. It's been crazy.
That's the way I like my batting. Crazy.
115 Lava City, 127 Cherry City with 14:03. On the line is number 67, Lucy Skates and Diamonds. She's all by herself. She has one to beat. Make it two, make it three. Whoa. That is a lot of butt in her face.
Yeah, Lava City punishing her for every inch of the flat track she's going to go across here. Excellent use of the bridge there. Did not split the pack, rather, if you can speak coherently.
Lucy trying to stretch that pack out. She has one to beat, and she gets all 110 pounds powered down.
Calling it off just as Screaming Meanie enters the pack, denying points.
All right, let's see who gets the star this time. It's number 52, Frankenskate out there for Cherry City. And is that Cutthroat Tally for Lava City? A little bit of a slow start, some big hits being delivered at the front of the pack by that black wall.
Just trying to battle her way through, but that is an amazing wall of black she's got to get through. Still, getting through blockers left and right. She's back to the inside. That's her lead jammer. Little's in yellow.
Frankenskate getting thrown like a frisbee. She's back. It looks like a cut in the track major that may not be agreed with there. And going down in a heap is Cutthroat Cowley. That might have been Slatra on the hit. Frankenskate juking and jiving, not the lead jammer, but some great moves out there.
That's right. Excellent use of the confusion as they were recycling Cutthroat Cowley in the back of the pack. Cutthroat Cowley, though, does get through and gets 4 more points right at the end.
All right, that means it's an 8-point bout. It's 119 Lava City, 127 Cherry City with 11:52. And you're definitely getting what you paid for in this one.
I know I am. Anya has on the jam line.
And number 2 is Dirty Martinez for Cherry City. I like that linebacker look coming across the line there as they try to line her up for a huge hit. She powers through over being on her knees for lead jammer, Cherry City, number 2, Dirty Martinez.
Anya Az gets to the front of that pack against her own scoring pass as the pack now begins to reset, get ready for their blocking defensive line.
Pack edge right now, Cherry City. Dirty Martinez trying to get through. Some huge hits being delivered. And what's the call? It's 3 points, it looks like, for Cherry City. Every point counts at this point. Super scrappy derby.
That's right, Yeah, they're going to get everything they can get, use everything they can use. It's going right to the fourth whistle, every single one of these. Neither of these jammers are giving anything up.
As a result of tonight's bout, the Cherry City Derby Girls will get ranked in sanctioned play. So come June or when the next rankings come out, they'll be ranked, which we're super stoked about.
That's what we like to hear. We love seeing more Lifted sisters come into the fold. Nightmare right now in the fold on the jam line, trying to make her way through that wall and sea of black.
6-foot finish with a great ride-out block, forcing the recycle. And Frankenskate out of the pack for lead jammer, Cherry City. Toxic Assets with a push into the middle, and somehow she kept her skates out of the middle like a tightrope walker.
Some fancy footwork going on. In front of the pack. Wow, big shoulder check. Volatile. Laying it all out on the line there.
Frankenskate takes one right in the middle of the sternum and picked up 4 points on the pass. That brings our score 119 Lava City, 134 Cherry City, 9:42 left.
Sternum. If you're just gonna make up words, jeez.
On the jam line for the Eight Wheel Assassins, number 67 is Lucy Skates and Diamonds.
She's going up against Cutthroat Callie. That was the whistle, that's right, yeah. A little bit of a slow start here for the pack, but now they've ramped it up to 11 deep. As Cutthroat Callie now tries to get right out last line defense. 2 blockers left to beat. Looking for the inside line, getting a shoulder check. That's a big cut in the track ball.
That was Armored Rose and Holland Annis doing a choo-choo impression there and forcing that cutting the track major. That was an excellent defensive block.
Well played by Cherry City. They've been keeping it up with the heads-up plays here on defense the entire bout. Right now we see Lava City using pure force now to keep Lucy from getting by.
And that's an exchange of cuts. It's a cutting party all of a sudden.
Mama warned me about those. I don't know what I've gotten myself into here. It's all about the defense here as the pack awaits the jammer being sprung from the penalty box. A little bit of action going on. Cutthroat Callie trying to take advantage of that little bit of opening, but nothing doing. The walls are closing down.
So Bixby limited on no respect. Dirty Martinez, Holland Ass, and Armored Rose playing tough defense. Cutthroat Callie out of the pack, not the lead jammer.
But she is now making contact with the pack again, going to see if she can get those points on the board, and she is looking to juke and jive her way through this pack. She does. That is a 5-point pass, exactly what Lava City wanted.
Lucy Skates and Diamonds hitting the back of that pack. Cutthroat Callie trying to wind her way through, and she's out there against 3 black jerseys that are playing Get By Me Derby.
It's the devil's game. It is. Cutthroat Callie finds her way about in the middle of the pack there. A lot of help, but still gets that shoulder check right inside. I think that was Dirty Martinez there. And that ends the jam.
And right at the end of the jam, it looks like Holland Ass might have she forced a cutting the track major against Cutthroat Callie. That's going to mean that 129 to 134 is a 5-point game with 7:06. And stepping up to the line is number 52, Frankenskate, and she is on the power jam for the Eight Wheel Assassins. If you're a fan of the Cherry City Derby Girls, it's time to make some noise!
Where are my Lava City people? Give us some love, because it is all about the defense right now. Look at the fight they're putting up to keep this jammer from being lead. Finally got to let her go though.
Looks like it might have been out of play. She's going to the box. Frankenskate is our lead jammer, and she is getting punched into the middle with some great defensive effort there from Lava City. She somehow powers through in what was about a 2-inch hole.
I don't think it was even that big. I'm here to tell you, we're going to do it all over again. Lava City just punishing with those hits going on out there, and they're doing everything they can, trying to do the bridge, but it does finally get split up, and they've got to let her go. That's another big pass, 5 points on the board.
10 points points so far on the jam. Frankenskate showing what a lot of bone and a little bit of muscle can do out there. As she tries to work through the last line of defense, she's doing it one skate at a time, and she is by for 15 points so far on the jam, Buck.
That's right. Time's starting to become a little bit of an issue here. As Cutthroat County is released from the penalty box, begins her scoring pass.
Frankenskate getting some help from 6-foot Fetish and her blockers as they try to make space out there for her. She calls off the jam, and that's another 4-point pass. That's 19 points on the jam for number 52, Frankenskate. That brings her score 129, Lava City, 153, Cherry City, with 5:13 remaining in the bout.
That's right. It's still within striking distance. Lava City looking to get those points on the board, and that means Anya S is on the jam line.
Conditioning and penalties become a big part of play at this point. And right now it's even up in the pack as Anya S trying to find some space between Holland Ass and Dirty Martinez. Lucy Skates and Diamonds has to get out as well, but first out of the pack is Anya Ass, Buck.
That's right, she turned on the afterburner though, look for that outside line. Meanwhile, what do we see here again? 3 skaters up front for Lava, pummeling a jammer. I think we've seen this before. Lucy trying her darndest to get through. She finds that inside line, just holds on.
And through for a 5-point pass is Anya Ass as Lucy Skates and Diamonds makes her way around the track as well. And it looks like all walled up in the middle are Cherry City skaters. And that's 3 points for Lava City. Just a lot of hustle and grit.
I like it. There's one thing I like, it's grit on the flat track. Nightmare on the jam line for the girls in yellow. Looks like we've got an official timeout though. And this official timeout is all about Sharper Spectrum Art. Sharper Spectrum Art is a handcrafted jewelry shop based in Eugene, Oregon, owned by Megan Piper. Megan primarily works with gemstones, but loves creating art jewelry out of upcycled materials, including roller skate parts. She's also a member of the Emerald City Roller Girls and will be donating 10% of her sales to the ECRG League. Sharper Spectrum Art.
As we get back to the action, it looks like the jammers are sitting too low. Okay, it's 6-foot Fetish. She's 6 foot when she's standing, but she's only about 1.5 feet when she's down in her crouch.
With skates about 8 foot though. Number 79, Nightmare, turn on the afterburner there, just get to the front of that pack like nobody's business. That's your lead jammer.
And out of the pack now as well as 6-foot Fetish. Right now, it's even up in the pack, and a huge hit right to the back of Toxic Assets by Nightmare. That was a very large hit in the back between the numbers at full speed. I don't know, it seems like it's called something sometimes.
I don't think there's a word for it. It's Latin or something, I don't know.
139 Lava City, 153 Cherry City, 249 is all that's left in this one, Buck. Who's on the line? It's number 52, Frankenskate for Cherry City.
They lost the shuffle there. We'll see if we can get on the way around. That's Cutthroat Cali. Cutthroat Cali with 1 blocker left to beat. Big shoulder check, and she's going for the outside line. She gets it. That's her lead jammer.
Dirty Martinez trying to lead block for Frankenskate. Holland Ass making some space as well. Frankenskate has 2 to get through as that pack goes out for a little ways.
Trying to scream and meaning with the excellent booty block to the inside line. Meanwhile, Cutthroat Cali making contact with the pack and getting through on that inside line. That's good for 5 points on the board for the girls in yellow. Let me hear you, Lava City fans.
Frankenskate going out in turn 3. She comes back in, still trying to get out of that pack. And that 2 and 3 wall out in front. Screaming Meaty is on the point. Right now they're making Frankenskate's life heck. That's right, I said it, heck.
Pardon the language, sometimes we get worked up up here. Gosh darn it, we just say what we feel. Cutthroat Cali feeling a little bit hurt there. Dirty Martinez showing her the inside line. The heart
Dirty Martinez folding her over like a cheese sandwich there with a big hit in turn 3. It's 146 Lava City, 153 Cherry City. Less than 1.5 minutes remaining in the bout.
Man. I'm glad I wore clean pants to this one. Nope, my mistake. Sorry.
All right, I think this is called gut checks time. I believe that Cherry City, the Eight Wheel Assassins, have a little cheer. Goes a little something like this. Click, click, boom. Click, click, boom. Click, click, boom. Click, click.
So complex, I could have followed along. You lost me though. Jubilee showing us how it's done on the dance floor. I mean flat track right now. Get those mixed up a lot. You want to jazzercise? Look to your NSOs. I've always said that. If you want protection on your cranium, look to S1. S1 helmets makes the best fitting and safest helmets for roller derby. Put them on your head.
We also want to give a big shout out to the Steel Web Jewelry. We welcome the Steel Web for fine jewelry. Please stop by their booth today.
Audience is totally into it now. That's what I love to see. Both coaches on the flat track trying to figure out just what the heck is going on. Complete anarchy reigning here in the closing moments of this bout.
All right, it all comes down to these last couple of jams. But it looks like on the line for the Cherry City Derby Girl 8-Wheel Assassins is 6 Foot Fetish.
Opposing her, Anya Az is on the flat track right now. A little bit of a pile. She's right back up now.
6 Foot Fetish powering through for lead jammer Cherry City.
Anya Az not about to give up though after just taking hit after hit. The shoulder checks are flying in that back, and she is continuing unfaced as she is about her way through this pack.
That's Ms. Pummeler, Toxic Assets, Dirty Martinez, and Slatra giving the business to Anya Ass in that back. And trying to grind through his 6 Foot Fetish as they continue to work around the outside. She gets kicked out in turn 2, comes back into play, and another big hit as she falls into the middle of the track, Buck.
Lava City not messing around, pulling defense and offense here. Anya Az turns it on and takes off as she skates away from her scoring pass right now. 6 Foot Fetish, meanwhile, having fits in the back of this pack.
It looks like her blockers are trying to make some space out there. They've got one eye backwards, one eye forward.
Anya Az comes into the pack just as penalties are called, taking advantage of the slight confusion caused. And now it looks like she's going for that outside line. Dirty Martinez giving her a parting shot, but that's still going to be good for 5 points.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's way too close to call. We won't make a call until the officials have given us a score. But it looks like Buck and I picked a good bout to be here with you for.
It's best to be lucky than good. I've always said that.
We're going to wait for the officials to talk this one over. Buck's taking off his shoes. I've got all my fingers out. We're going to make this happen.
Yeah. So A squared plus B squared. Let's.
C squared.
That makes it right. Try the sides of any two isosceles angles. Yeah. We're on it, folks. Don't worry. We're on it.
And when it's this close, I really a lot of times will double and triple check. Right now, I'll have a referee coming over just to make sure that everything everything looks to be in order.
I believe that. Nobody wants to leave anything up to chance, especially when it's this close. And it is crazy close. It's been like this the whole bout. I want to take this time to thank both of these derby leagues for coming out here and giving us an awesome bout. Thank you so much. Lava City in yellow and Cherry City in black.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an official final. Lava City 150, Cherry City 157. Please put your hands together for the Cherry City Derby Girl 8-Wheel Assassins.
Let me hear you scream your heart out for Lava City Roller Dolls, Smoke and Ashes, everybody. Get on out to the flat track, give these Derby Girls some love. This is an amazing bout. Thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you HP Shellcraft for putting up with me yet again. I think we're just about ready to sign out.
I think from now on it's only you and me, Buck. Make some noise for the Lava City